A workspace is your client-side copy of the files and folders in the repository. When you add, edit, delete, move, rename, or otherwise manage any source-controlled item, your changes are persisted, or marked as pending changes, in the workspace. A workspace is an isolated space where you can write and test your code without having to worry about how your modifications might affect the stability of checked-in sources, or how you might be affected by changes that your teammates make. Pending changes are isolated in a workspace until you commit them to the source control repository by checking them in, and you can synchronize your workspace with the most recently checked in changes in the repository using the getLatest command. A workspace consists of a series of working folder mappings. Each mapping associates a folder in the repository with a local folder on disk. The mapping information is stored on the Team Foundation server, which makes it easy for other team members to duplicate your exact working environment on their computer, with the exception of any pending changes that you might have. So in this example, I'll create an additional workspace that I'll use for read-only copy of projects that other people on my team are working on for the purpose of peer review. So I'll begin by going to the File menu and selecting Source Control, and then selecting Workspaces. Here I'm going to add a new workspace, or I could take a look at the existing workspaces that are already mapped in the Team Foundation server and on my local hard drive. Here I'm going to give a name to my new workspace. I'm going to call this Peer Review, and then I can change the comments. This is for the purpose of peer review. I can select the repository folder. In this case, I want to select my default Team Foundation server repository with local folders on my hard drive. In this case, I'll want to create a new folder on my hard drive called Peer Review. Now in the Source Control Explorer, I can change my workspace to Peer Review and then grab down a copy of the AdventureWorks application source code into my new workspace.